Hello, friends. Welcome again to another podcast. If you're hearing me for the first time, my name is Jason Abraham, and I'm so much happy to talk to you. It feels great to talk to you about this topic, as there is a sense of happiness and self satisfaction which has led me this far. I was depressed about how the job which I am engaged in went, and it felt odd at many times about the execution of each activity which I was entrusted. I had something silently accomplished. My plan to survive the negativity was the only reason which gave me a way to start a podcast. This is my life experience. So what is yours? Are you really tired of doing the same shit of work again and again? Do you feel the sense of being not appreciated or not being considered for any process within the organization you work in? If you are trapped inside such a pit where you can't be happy and is never satisfied, I think it's the right time to think about something which gives you happiness and peace of mind. Always remember, the value of life is known after you lose it. The mindset is very important. One of the quotes which drives me is, enjoy your own life without comparing it with that of another. This is a quote by Marcus de Condotte. This has a serious impact on me. I often compare myself to those higher to me and I think how to become like them. It leaves a painful mark on my aggression, which I think is the basis of depletion of my energy, which can be used for positive recreation of thoughts. So speaking of mindset, there are some points which you need to analyze on before making a decision. The output from the current activity which you are engaged in is creating impacts to development. There is continuous value creation for you and your connections as a part of your engagement. You are pushing yourself to all limits to get the work done, as this is your passion. You consider the activity as a life goal and can bring in changes on your own grounds. The level of understanding about situation is equivalent to the contribution from your side to achieve it. It has been a relief moment when you are doing the activity and is finding a special place to burn your grief and depression. You find time to help others in achieving their tasks. Complexities and achieving goals are a part of this process, and you are pretty good at foreseeing the trends. If the above life-changing moments are negative for you, just consider yourself to be in some sort of a circle which has been imposed on you to fill in temporary gains for your employer or your caretaker. The reason of finding the true meaning and purpose of life is to enlighten your passion and achieve your life goals. Now, one of the biggest arguments which I may face by speaking on the above subject is, how do I fill my stomach with motivation and move around with a proper job? The moment of truth strikes when people check their bank balances and their financial goals and liabilities. This is the only basis of transformation. I would rather say that 75% of people work to fulfill their financial goals. Now, I would like to start with a beautiful statement by Jim Rohn. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. Now, one of the questions which comes up in my mind is how to transform your life or how to transform my life. Start by getting a job. This is the base. Start by getting a job which you can get as per your current situation, however small or however big, whatever it may be. The biggest problem is that we don't know what we want, and for this we take time in identifying the opportunities which lies in front of us. So it is better to start with smaller objectives. I think being unemployed sucks. You have to experience corporate pressure to start the transformation process. Now, if you feel like being a freelancer, it is the perfect thing to do. Apply your passions into reality. Give yourself time to think what suits you best. Next, I would suggest to find a mentor. This gives me such a great feeling to express where I can give you 1,000 reasons to get connected with an influencer or a motivator who can really change your life. So once you are in the job, experience happiness. If you're not feeling it, start building a web around you which should be closely knitted with positive connections and skilled professionals who can really change your perceptions on many issues. Do not be a stagnant coward. These things change very fast around you and you may be left alone. So be a quick learner. Adapt to things which are very frequently developing around you. And if you are a performer, let pride be off you. Be humble to accept the mistakes which you do and also engage your competitors in your success. If you are losing, do not feel bad about situations. Take it as a challenge, a learning opportunity. Try to come out of your comfort zone and be proactive to take challenges, which may you have left in the past due to its complexities. Speak to people who have struggled, who have really found it hard to achieve it. This will enrich your happiness and experience. Start writing your goals and objectives in life. Very important again. Try to achieve them one at a time. Do not go to achieve everything at one time. Resolutions are good if fulfilled, but take a chance to do it. So finding yourself is the next biggest task, which I think is a major thought-provoking and frontline objective, which would create a drive in the youth and the experienced professionals equally. So keep yourself engaged with situations which are developing your approach. Now, I would suggest to change your approach in doing things and find better methods to achieve it. This will keep you challenging at all times. My final question is, can you represent yourself? Is it so tough to be a part of the winning team? To close the podcast, I would end by a statement by John C. Maxwell. To add value to others, one must first value others. Thank you for listening to me. I will be again with another episode of podcast soon. Till then, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and God bless you. Goodbye.